Welcome, Virgo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Pisces reading. The new moon is on the 10th of March, and following it is Venus's movement into Pisces, into its exaltation, which simply means that Venus acts at its highest, most fullest vibration when it's in the sign of one love, the sign of interconnectedness between all things. The power of love, the power of connection knows no discrimination. All things exist on the basis of everything else that forms this interconnected web of life and love we experience. So it's a beautiful vibration leading up to this spring energy that we'll be experiencing in the next month in April. But it's much of our preparation and an opportunity to experience our dreams, our imagination, and set clear intentions, particularly about the way in which you want to be exchanging energy with other people. I am doing personal readings, and the information for that is in the description box below. I'm giving a free reading away on or about the 1st of this month, and I will pick the winners for that from the comments and the donations that I received previously. Moreover, I appreciate your presence here now and all the ways that you support me in whatever ways you do. Thank you in advance for that. Virgo, let's get started with your overall energy, the Queen of Cups. This is very much vibing with the energy of the Pisces new moon. And this is about your release of your considerable reasoning and logical energies to this opening up of your heart to a way in which you prioritize the things that you need, the attention and the care that you need in a way that helps you to support others. You are a caretaker at some level, and this card is really reflecting a change that I've been observing that has been occurring for you over the past several months at least. And that is the way in which you prioritize your own emotional needs, your own desire for authentic expression that reflects a deeper aspect, a more holistic aspect of who you are. This is you moving into an area where there may have been some limitations or intimidation in the past, a sense of overwhelm because of your great sensitivity, your positive, idealistic innocence. You are allowing yourself to dip into those emotional spaces where you are giving voice, giving vision, making space for your creativity to have fuller reign. In the 10th house, the house of your social position, the Queen of Pentacles. This is beautiful. The two of these queens is really talking about this energy that I sense you are imagining in your relationships, in your exchanges of energy, reflecting the sense of connection within yourself between your practical, resourceful, resilient energies of transformation, of generative abundance, new ideas, new ways to make things happen in the logical, practical world, and new ways of facilitating your emotional intelligence, new ways of expressing yourself creatively and imaginatively, all the things that don't fit into a practical box are also being given space in your own idea about who you are and what your relationships can offer you. This is a place of equity in relationships where you are accepting the support and the love of others as part of your ability to be practically accommodating to the needs of others, so that these things don't just exist in two separate silos, but exist within you and within all of your exchanges. In the first house, the Knight of Swords, you are investigating, you are curious about new ideas that are becoming clear to you as you make more space for this emotional intelligence, as you craft more ways of expressing yourself creatively, imaginatively, as you articulate your ideas, your dreams, your emotions, and perhaps you are threading those through the accomplishments and achievements that you've already made in the world. So this is something about your voice, giving voice, being in conversation, accommodating ideas, interacting with others, having those conversations, reimagining your contribution in a new way, understanding your accomplishments, your achievements in a new way that's facilitating this exploration and discovery about new aspects of yourself and your sizable contribution, so that you are shifting your perspective. And you are exploring that and discovering a new dimension to your conversations, your way of understanding information. In the fourth house, we have the Five of Swords, and this is in your home, your history, your roots, your family, domestic environment. The Five of Swords is this place of self-doubt. And it's interesting that I sense that you are healing this perspective, this experience of perhaps feeling inadequate to the task, your purpose, the work that you are consistently moving through, the work that you do with others from a place of not being enough, not having enough. And in response to that, you are recognizing that part of the remedy is by acknowledging what you have in spades. This is the opening up of your heart, opening up of your creativity, allowing your sensitivity to not be regulated or so guarded, so suspiciously guarded, not assuming others are taking advantage of you, rather standing on the worth of your ideas and finding the support for those where necessary. So this is understanding that sabotage only occurs when you doubt yourself, not when others doubt you, because that's to be expected as you move forward. As much as you're able to accomplish, you already know that resistance exists. Particularly given your unique and original ideas, your unique and original expression. So it isn't the resistance that's the problem. I believe you're now understanding it's the lack of your self-validation and your belief in your ideas, in the value of your ideas, that is something that you are actively changing. And you're changing those in conversation, through the spoken word, through dialogue in some way, that you're allowing yourself this space for the imagination, the unchartable, the unexplored to be illuminated. In the 7th house, this is the house of your significant others. The 6 of Wands shows you having some real victory. And this is not only in your exchanges of energy in relationships with regard to your money, with regards to your goals, but your commitment to working as part of a team is allowing you to elevate the team in a new way. My sense is that you're bringing new information by setting new intentions, personal intentions that are impacting your goals in a way that's opening up uncharted territories. That is where you're less fearful of what's unknown, less fearful of what has not been charted or nailed down, and more allowing, more engaged in those things that cannot so easily be named or described. I hope this is making sense, but your commitment to working towards the areas that fall outside of the conventional details of whatever area of field of activity you're engaged in, you are making space for what is different from what it is that you have seen, accomplished, described, and in some ways packaged, if that makes sense. I'm sensing that I'm speaking to the creatives among you, the writers perhaps, in terms of services even, the way that you are viewing your clients, your students, your customers is very different than the way you perhaps have seen them in the past. And you're really open up to what you perhaps are experiencing in a new way, and that is the value of a real teacher, or a worthy teacher is always a student. And you may be experiencing that now through your efforts in collaboration with others. I pulled the success card. And at this point, I would ask, if you're resonating with this reading, that you like this video, that you share this with others who may enjoy it or find it useful, that you comment below. I love hearing your thoughts. And that you subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. It is greatly appreciated. The success card reads, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. And this is making a phenomenal resonance with the new moon's energy in Pisces. So this is, you're giving yourself permission to experience something that you may have experienced in a less balanced way in the past. In fact, I feel there's an opportunity for commitment, if not to an individual, to an idea of partnership that previously felt unnecessary to you, did not fit in with your plans, or felt intimidating in a way, fearful for you. Now understanding that you are not able to complete your own whole experience of expression without allowing this for yourself and recognizing it in your relationships. So that you are understanding that the intention of experiencing love within a relationship is perhaps something that requires work. It requires an agreement between people. Again, that agreement can be between groups of people and goals, as well as between individuals. But that this is love grows in steps. Each step leads to the next. There is perhaps, what I'm intuiting is, there is no big picture or vision of something until you've experienced it. And then you commit to it, and you commit to the work of growth, of expansion, of understanding yourself and each other better. I'm also going to pull a flora and fauna of Africa. And what flips up is the hippopotamus. And the plant associated with the hippopotamus is the grevillea, kind of interesting looking plant. And the key word is creativity. If you're bored, stir things up. Release emotions and habits that no longer serve you and start something new. And my sense is that starting something new may be a deeper level of shared experience within an already existing relationship, or a new, deeper commitment to a tribe or a team that you exist on. This can also be a revisiting, a do-over of a relationship that perhaps was less than successful in the past. In the first house, the Knight of Swords is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, and in the second house, and the Six of Cups in the third house. This is a confirmation of the things that you are intending to change, desiring change in your own personal experience. So your values are changing, and I'm sensing that this openness to your creative, nurturing, expressive self, this emotional experience of your life, is impacting the way that your values are changing. The things that are important and significant to you are changing. And this is really very much impacting your possessions, the things that you pursue, the things that are important in your life that may have had less value in the past or in a different way. These things may have been externalized. In other words, love was something outside of you that you may have valued, but it wasn't something that you understood was a part of who you were. And I'm understanding that you're now allowing that sense of yourself in, and that is something that may be connected to an experience in the past, an opportunity that came before that was not successful, that never resulted or came to any positive fruition, but that brought you happy, satisfied, whole feelings of creativity and emotional support, even joy. That you now have an opportunity to revisit in some way, or at least to connect to that feeling perhaps through a new opportunity or relationship. The Five of Swords in the fourth house is clarified by the Four of Pentacles in the fifth house and the Queen of Wands in the sixth house. So 3 queens on the table. I love that. This is showing your openness to receiving in a way that acknowledges your accomplishments already to date. And this openness to receiving the rewards of the efforts you've already made, the work you've already done, also is boosting your confidence. Letting love in is elevating your experience of yourself and your capacity. And this is naturally growing your capacity to love and be in an equitable exchange with others around money and love. The Six of Wands. Oh, also there's a sense that you've already accomplished a lot. You already have a firm foundation for friendship. There are serious friends in your life who may have been lovers in the past, who may be lovers now. And it really is opening up the foundation you've already created in those relationships to grow, to change. in a way that may have created a sense of fear, intimidation, or the possibility of loss in the past. The Six of Wands in the 7th house is clarified by the Nine of Cups in the 8th house and the Moon card in the 9th house. Yeah. This sense of you really opening up to the expansiveness of the new moon energy in Pisces. I call it one love energy, and that's a little bit corny perhaps, but that is how I understand it. This connection, Pisces, is taking in everything. And to my mind, this is allowing your experience in some ways as an explorer, as a teacher, as a connector of ideas at a global level. You are understanding and recognizing all the invisible aspects, the unconscious aspects of your conscious dreams and intentions in the world. So you're making space for those because you're not afraid of them anymore to the same extent. This is also connecting you up with your ancestors, your cultural heritage in a way that rejects the idea of rejection. And that may be something that you have struggled with as part of your family of origin. This sense of conditional love. There is no conditional love. And your experience of that, not your thought about that, not your experience of this within your own life, within your own efforts, within your own intentions, dreams, efforts in the world, are part of experiencing the sense of contentment and joy that is a part of your deeper relationships. And this is really about knowing not just happiness and joy, factoring that into your values. That's, I think, a change for you, but also this idea that knowing what is best and being able to exercise those options in your life that include all of you, all of your experience, all of your emotional intelligence is part of that gratification, that satisfaction, that contentment that you're now experiencing as a result of this growth in your relationships. The Queen of Pentacles in the 10th house is clarified by the Star in the 11th house and the Knight of Cups in the 12th house. You definitely have a vision for yourself and the world based on this growth. You are more inclusive, more positive, more hopeful, despite the factors, the fears, the unknowns that exist and that once kept you in a state of doubt. You have greater faith in yourself and greater trust in yourself and the universe, that not only will things be okay and stable, because my sense is that you've mastered your stability, you've mastered your achievement. You have that foundation here, but that there is what seems impossible is now possible. You've seen it. You've seen the unfolding in your own life of what was unimaginable as now being obtainable. And again, that goes back to and refills your desire to continue this exploration and personal discovery of your own imaginative, creative gifts, setting intentions that directly address not just the ability to care for yourself, to provide for yourself what you need at an emotional level, but to know that you are able and willing to discover those in your world by setting the intention to do so. Virgo, I'm going to pull a crystal oracle for you. And here we have the rhodochrosite. And the key word is self-acceptance. I fully accept myself and know that I'm worthy of great things in life, including love. Thank you so much, Virgo. Until next time, namaste.